When Shekinah Jo speaks, the internet stops to listen. After being fired from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, Shekinah didn't hold back, and this time, she's calling out names. From shocking behind-the-scenes drama to her unexpected words for JT, this is not the Shekinah you remember. What really happened on set? Who was behind her sudden exit? And why is she finally speaking now? Buckle up, because what Shekinah just revealed might change everything you thought you knew about the show and the people running it. If you've been following Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, you already know that drama is nothing new. But when it comes to Shekinah Jo, things always hit a little differently. She's loud, she's real, and she's never been afraid to speak her truth, even if it means losing it all. After weeks of silence following her sudden firing, Shekinah has finally decided to speak out. And trust me, the things she's saying have left fans completely divided. From shady production secrets to unfiltered comments about her castmates, Shekinah isn't sugarcoating a single thing. What started as a reality TV career filled with laughter, chaos, and loyalty has turned into a public fallout with the very people she once called family. But her latest comments about JT are what really set social media on fire. In this video, we're breaking down everything Shekinah just revealed, the real reason she says she was fired, and how her feud with JT might expose more about the industry than anyone expected. You won't believe how deep this goes. By the end, you'll see a side of Shekinah Jo that's raw, emotional, and unapologetically real. So grab your popcorn, because this isn't just another celebrity meltdown. It's a story about betrayal, power, and a woman reclaiming her voice. When news first broke that Shekinah Jo had been fired from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, fans were confused, and rightfully so. Shekinah had been one of the most entertaining personalities on the show, known for her humor, quick comebacks, and larger-than-life presence. So when she suddenly disappeared from episodes without warning, people started asking questions. AT first, neither Shekinah nor the show's producers said a word. No statements, no hints, just silence. But behind that silence, insiders were already whispering. Rumors began swirling about major tension on set, disagreements with producers, and emotional breakdowns that were never shown on camera. Some claimed Shekinah was too real for the show. Others said she didn't play by the producers' rules, and that made her a problem. According to people close to production, Shekinah had grown increasingly frustrated with how scenes were being edited. She allegedly felt that certain storylines were twisted to make her look messy or unstable, while other cast members were portrayed as innocent. And if you know Shekinah, you know she doesn't bite her tongue. She confronted producers directly about it. That confrontation, from what we've gathered, didn't go over well. Multiple sources have claimed that Shekinah had a heated exchange during filming that led producers to pull the plug on her appearances altogether. Shekinah, however, insists it was never about her attitude, it was about integrity. In her own words, "I wasn't going to let nobody play in my face and make me look crazy for ratings." What's wild is that even some of her castmates reportedly sided with her off-camera. A few felt she was being unfairly targeted because she refused to follow the fake narratives being pushed for drama. But others saw her outspoken nature as a liability, especially when sponsors and executives started paying attention. After her firing, Shekinah went quiet. Unusually quiet for someone who's usually so vocal. That silence lasted for weeks, until now. The timing of her decision to speak out, right as new episodes are dropping and tensions among cast members are escalating, has everyone wondering, is this Shekinah's revenge moment or her redemption story? Because once she opened her mouth, she didn't just talk about her firing, she exposed everything. When Shekinah Jo finally broke her silence, she didn't do it through a PR statement, a carefully worded post, or an interview with a blog. She did what Shekinah always does. She went live. And when Shekinah goes live, the internet listens. It started out like any other Instagram live. She was sitting in her car, makeup free, her energy calm but firm. But the moment she began speaking, fans could tell this wasn't one of her usual rants or comedic moments. Her tone was different, tired, hurt, but focused. She started by addressing the elephant in the room, her firing from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. According to Shekinah, she wasn't fired for bad behavior or missed calls like some blogs suggested. She said she was let go because she stopped playing their game. And just like that, the floodgates opened. She spoke about manipulation behind the scenes, favoritism, and how producers allegedly created false conflicts just to boost ratings. She said she was tired of being portrayed as the loud, emotional one while others got to play the victim. Her message was clear. She wasn't going to stay silent anymore. Whether you love her or hate her, one thing's for sure. Shekinah Jo's truth has shaken the industry, and this time, she's telling her story her way. Meanwhile, some of Shekinah's co-stars began posting shady messages that made fans wonder whose side they were really on. One castmate wrote, "People love to play victim when the camera's off." Another said, "Some folks love drama until the drama turns on them." The audience grew even more divided. Half believed Shekinah was the victim of a system that uses and discards black women in entertainment, while others thought she was trying to stay relevant by stirring controversy. But the biggest surprise came when a member of the production team, someone who had reportedly worked closely with Shekinah during filming, decided to speak out anonymously to a gossip blog. This insider claimed that Shekinah had legitimate reasons to feel mistreated. They revealed that producers would often pressure her to act out scenes that weren't in her nature, and when she refused, they'd twist the footage to make her look uncooperative. The insider went on to say, Shekinah wanted to show her real life, her business ventures, her growth, her healing. But that wasn't the story they wanted to tell. They wanted loud, funny, chaotic Shekinah. And when she didn't give them that, they cut her loose. That single quote changed everything. Fans started questioning whether love and hip-hop was doing the same thing it's been accused of for years, exploiting real people for fake storylines. And if Shekinah's story was true, then maybe her so-called unpredictable behavior was really just her refusal to keep being exploited for entertainment. By this point, it wasn't just about Shekinah's firing anymore. It had turned into a bigger conversation about how reality TV treats its stars, especially outspoken women. And just when it seemed like things couldn't get any more complicated, Shekinah's comments about JT started making even more sense. According to some fans, JT might not be as innocent in this story as she appears. After Shekinah Jo dropped JT's name during her viral Instagram live, the internet went into a frenzy trying to connect the dots. On the surface, JT, one half of the City Girls, doesn't have any official connection to love and hip-hop, Atlanta. But as fans started digging, the link began to make sense, and the story got much deeper than anyone expected. To start with, Shekinah and JT's paths have crossed multiple times in the entertainment industry over the years. Both women have mutual friends in the music and influencer scenes, and both have been involved in overlapping circles within Atlanta's entertainment world. There were even old clips floating around from a few years back showing them interacting in friendly ways on social media. But that all changed sometime last year, when subtle tension began bubbling up between them online. According to several fan pages, the first sign of friction came when Shekinah made comments about female rappers who let fame change them. She never mentioned JT by name, but people in the comments immediately assumed she was referring to her, especially since JT was in the middle of a very public argument online with another influencer at the time Shekinah's comment section blew up. And while she didn't confirm who she was talking about, her next post, a cryptic meme that said, "If the shoe fits, wear it," seemed to confirm what everyone suspected. Then came JT's response. During a Twitter Space session, when fans asked her about Shekinah's comment, JT didn't hold back. "I don't do messy energy," she said. "If you ain't on my level, don't speak on me." That one line was enough to set the tone. What started as subtle shade quickly turned into full-blown tension between two strong personalities, both known for being outspoken, unfiltered, and unwilling to back down. Fast forward to now, and Shekinah's recent comments have reignited the feud. When she said, "JT baby, I see you. Don't play with me," it wasn't random. According to several online insiders, Shekinah was referencing a situation that allegedly took place behind the scenes at a major Atlanta event earlier this year. The rumor is that both Shekinah and JT were invited to the same private party hosted by a prominent music executive. Multiple attendees claimed the two women had an awkward exchange that nearly turned heated when a discussion about mutual friends got out of hand. One eyewitness told a blog that Shekinah felt disrespected after JT allegedly made a dismissive remark about her being on reality TV for a check. The source claimed Shekinah walked away, but her feelings were clearly hurt. Weeks later, when news of Shekinah's firing broke, JT allegedly liked a shady tweet that read, "When you stop being the clown, the circus don't need you no more." Fans immediately took that as a jab at Shekinah. With that, the drama between them reached new heights. What started as quiet tension between two women in overlapping circles had now exploded into a full-blown public feud, one that blurred the lines between reality television, celebrity culture, and personal pride. And that's where everything started to unravel. During her Instagram Live, Shekinah hinted that certain people, possibly referring to JT, were laughing behind the scenes about her downfall. "It's funny how people love to watch you fall," she said. But the same ones laughing now are going to be the same ones calling when the cameras stop rolling. That statement struck a nerve with her supporters, many of whom flooded JT's social media with snake emojis and accusations of being fake supportive. JT, of course, didn't let that slide. Later that night, she posted on X, writing, "Some folks always want to play victim when they can't control the narrative." She didn't mention names, but everyone knew exactly who she was talking about. Screenshots of her post spread across every major blog, and the feud was officially reignited in full force. But things got even messier. Some fans began speculating that JT's tension with Shekinah wasn't just personal, it might have been industry influenced. The theory was that certain producers or executives, tired of Shekinah's outspokenness, allegedly tried to turn people in the industry against her. Whether JT knew about that or not remains unclear, but fans believe she may have been unknowingly pulled into that web of behind-the-scenes politics. Shekinah later said something that made people think there was truth to that theory. During another live, she stated, "When you speak your truth, they try to isolate you. They call around. They whisper. They make sure you don't get invited back. But baby, I'm still going to eat regardless." That line hinted that she believed people in power, possibly including influential artists, helped silence her after she refused to play along with fake storylines or cooperate with the show's production team. What's powerful about all this is that Shekinah's story mirrors what so many outspoken women in entertainment face, being labeled difficult for simply refusing to conform. JT, on the other hand, represents the new wave of success, the glamorous, chart-topping artist who's moved beyond the drama of reality TV. In many ways, their clash feels symbolic. Two women from similar backgrounds now standing on opposite sides of fame's double-edged sword. Still, it's worth noting that Shekinah never said she hated JT or wanted a feud. In fact, she ended her comments on a surprisingly calm note. "Ain't no hate in my heart for nobody. I just want people to stop acting like they better than folks. We all human. We all bleed the same." That moment of vulnerability softened the tone, but it didn't erase the fact that the damage was already done. Fans began calling for both women to talk things out privately, but given how public the situation had become, that seemed unlikely. Every move JT made was analyzed. Every post Shekinah shared was dissected. And while both appeared to move on publicly, the tension between them still lingers in the air.